this is JC10 again. Again, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also please click on the bell button below so that you will get notified for any new videos. Alright, hey everybody, real estate investing people. So I'm so excited to share new learning for today because I'm actually in one of the top tourist spots in the world. We're actually in Bohol. We're in Henan Resort, Alona Beach. So for today's video, we're actually going to talk about lease option. I'm sure this is not your first time, and if it's your first time to hear about lease option, I'm definitely here to provide you some basics of what it is. Alright, so what is lease option? Lease option is actually a most used real estate investing strategy by investors, in which it's also same as wholesaling, but the process of buying a little bit different. So real estate investor would contact a motivated seller and then put the property under contract, lease it for about 1 to 2 years, and then eventually assign it to a tenant buyer that can actually go ahead and purchase the property for after a certain term. So basically it's not the same as wholesaling. It's because of the fact that you still have to wait for a few years in order for you to be able to buy the property from the motivated sellers. So this strategy is normally applicable only for motivated sellers who for some reason cannot or wouldn't want to be a typical landlord. What is a typical landlord? A typical landlord would want to list a property with a property manager, but of course the person is motivated just because they wouldn't want to go with the hustle of listing it with the property manager, or manage the property. Then that's when they would be motivated to sell it with an investor instead. So the investor would act more of like a middleman, and that middleman would then find a tenant buyer who for some reason cannot buy a property traditionally, just because the credit score just doesn't qualify for them to be a home buyer. So what they would do is they would work with an investor to potentially find a property they could also purchase in the long run. So like the 1 to 2 years term would let them qualify, or somehow they can work with the credit score to be able to buy the property from the motivated seller. So this is a really nice strategy because you're actually helping the seller, not just helping the seller, but you are also helping the buyer who cannot for some reason buy a property eventually in the long run. So that's basically what is lease option. Again, this is applicable for people that for some reason cannot be or wouldn't want to be a typical landlord, and then eventually assigning that contract to a tenant buyer who would qualify after a specific term. So yeah, that's it guys. I hope you've learned something today. Thanks again for watching this video. If you do have any questions, feel free to message me or comment down below. If you're new to this channel, again, please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe, and please hit the bell icon for you to get notified for any new videos. Thanks everybody. Again, we're in Henan Resort, so if you are outside the Philippines, please do consider visiting this beautiful place, Bohol.